Good afternoon, I'm Anne Marie Tiernan, and new this afternoon at noon, investigators on the south side in Greenwood are turning from a death investigation to a homicide investigation. This follows the discovery of the bodies of a woman and her 3-year-old son in their home in Greenwood earlier this week. The mom, 33-year-old Karen Clay, was pregnant and we're told in her 3rd trimester. Clay and her 3-year-old son Carter were found inside the home that's located on Greenway Street. That discovery was made Monday afternoon. Since we've talked with the family, and understandably they tell us that they are heartbroken, they're shocked, and they want answers. Investigators tell us that those bodies both showed signs of decomposition. Right now, the autopsy results are pending. As we learn more, we'll bring it to you. Indy Metro Police are now investigating a fatal hit and run on the city's northwest side, killing a bicyclist. That crash happened just before 6 this morning on North Tibbs Avenue. Police tell us when they arrived on the scene, they found a man there in the roadway. He went to the hospital in critical condition and then later died there from his injuries. Investigators believe that this was a hit and run involving that bicyclist and at least one driver, a driver who left the scene. So this is a developing story, and once we learn more, we'll bring it to you on air and online at WTHR.com. Meantime, it's 12:02 and the weather is a big story because we have a big warm-up that's headed our way. Sean, kind of lay out the groundwork for us as we're in the 80s and then inch to 90s.
Yeah, we're going to take baby steps here.
Okay.
So we're not just going to jump off the ledge, but it will be gradual but noticeable here. It's August, so we got plenty of summer left here for sure, and I think you'll know that too. Keep those pools open. Let's show you what's going on here across central Indiana right now at this hour. Yeah, pretty nice day. It is a little more humid than we've had the last couple, and that trend will continue too, but you can see some sunshine, clouds kind of popping up a little bit. Much like yesterday, there's not a whole lot going to happen on radar for most areas, but not all. There will be some pop-ups, just like we saw yesterday, and some of them can be locally heavy. As we show you the cloud cover with radar, we're seeing some cells there over in far western Indiana. And usually our weather typically will come west to east. In some cases today, these cells may be more east to west movers. So don't let that catch you off guard as well. Just have our free app on your phone. About a 10-20% chance of something impacting your area. Temperatures in Richmond compared to 24 hours ago, about 15 degrees warmer because you were in rain yesterday. We are all in the same boat in terms of dew points, near 70. That's the air you can wear. It's going to be creeping up too as we go into the weekend. At this hour, it's 80 with a heat index of 82. Both of those numbers will go up. We'll talk more about that. We've got so many events to cover as well in the latest forecast. We'll see you with that and a string of 90s in our 7-day.
All right, Sean, thanks so much. An armed suspect in Westfield now is in police custody today after hours on the run. That suspect is now facing 7 preliminary charges, including attempted murder. Investigators say he took off after shooting at police Tuesday afternoon. That happened near US 31 and 196th Street. And what you see here is video of the Indiana State Police chopper searching for that suspect afterward. So again, all of this unfolded on the northwest side when police tried to pull that suspect over. Westfield police say they initiated a traffic stop, and then they say it quickly escalated after the suspect bolted from officers.
The driver refused to stop, resulting in a brief pursuit that ended when the suspect crashed in a ditch in the 1800 block of Dan Patch Lane.
Police say after the suspect crashed, they fired at officers and then ran from the scene. Police eventually caught up with the suspect and then took them into custody. No officers were injured in this incident, and as we learn more information from Westfield Police, we'll bring it to you here in our newscast and, of course, all WTHR platforms. Turning now to a deadly police chase that ended with a crash into 2 homes in Anderson, Indiana. It all started early this morning in the town of Alexandria. Police say officers there tried to stop a truck, but the driver then sped off. The truck eventually crashed into 2 houses that were 12 miles away in Anderson. A 17-year-old and a 20-year-old that were in the truck died. A 3rd person is seriously hurt. No one outside that truck was injured in the incident. This afternoon, a driver has been pronounced dead after a car crashed into a pond on the south side of Indianapolis down in Johnson County. This happened just before 4 o'clock Tuesday afternoon along Worthville's Road near County Road 75. We know that a firefighter and also a police officer were injured during the rescue attempts there. They are expected to be okay. We have new details now on immigration enforcement efforts by the Marion County Sheriff's Office in cooperation with ICE. In a statement, the office said the Marion County Jail has never housed more than 128 detainees at one time, saying that higher numbers reported represent how many detainees are processed throughout the entire year. The federal government is paying $75 per day for every detainee held at the jail. You can find the full statement online right now if you head to our website at WTHR.com. Happening today, the Marion County Clerk's Office is celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Voting Rights Act. It was on this day back in 1965, 60 years ago, that the then President Johnson signed the act into law during the Civil Rights Movement, and this prohibited racial discrimination in voting. Today, the County Clerk's Office is hosting a celebration at the Arts Garden. This will feature local and national speakers. In fact, it's underway right now and will run until 1 o'clock. And you are welcome to go stop by anytime. It is a free event. The State Fair is in full swing now, but if you are planning to go, or even more importantly, if you have teens who want to listen up, because there are some changes about being chaperoned. After the first few days, the fair is now changing its policy when it comes to kids who are attending under the age of 18. Now, they must be accompanied by adults who are 25 and older when attending the fair at night. The policy is in effect starting at 6 o'clock Tuesday through Thursday nights, and then it starts earlier, 4 o'clock on the afternoon, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights. We talked to some people at the fair who say they understand the reason for the change.
I understand there's a lot of people running around, and the employees and the volunteers don't want to be responsible for other people's kids. And I'm sure things get more rowdy as the day goes on.
This updated minor policy also includes a limit of up to 4 kids per adult chaperone. It used to be 6 kids. Fair officials say this is all meant to keep everyone there safe and ensure that everyone at the Indiana State Fair has a good time. And today at the fair happens to be Military and First Responders Day. So go out there if you're a current or former member of the military, or if you're a first responder. All you have to do is show a valid ID and you get in free of charge along with your family as well.